Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olamide Ogundele and this is Olamide's Thoughts, and what I do here is I talk about God, faith, my lifestyle, I talk about academics, I talk about love. So if you are interested in any of this content, you've come to the right place where we will talk about all that. So, what are we going to talk about today? Yeah, you saw the caption, right? I used to think I was ugly. So, when I was in high school, was it high school or even before high school? Um, okay, so now let me start this way. I have an elder sister. An elder sister. I don't know if I'll be able to put that picture here if she permits me to. I have a very pretty elder sister, and like my sister is beautiful, no cap. So I think while we were growing up, I we had a lot of comparisons, like people saying that, oh, your sister is this, you are this. In fact, I remember when we were about going to the uni, somebody was saying that I was fat, that my sister is slim. Can't you see your sister? Your sister is slim. That you are fat, kiniko kiniko. That's how I started gymming. I was running. Oh my goodness. Like a lot of comparison, like in terms of beauty, like oh, your sister is this, you are this. So and all of the times that they will do the comparison, my sister would take the higher position, where I'll take the lower position. So and most of the time it happened in places where our parents were not there, um like maybe church, most of the time church and school, because all our life we attended the same schools up till university. I mean, that's funny. Yeah, up to university we actually attended the same schools. So she was just that person that the other folks would prefer, in terms of, maybe I don't know how to even say all these things. So one point, I don't know, maybe because of all this comparison, at one point it formed like a notion, or like it formed an impression in my mind that, oh, I'm not fine, or I'm ugly, and what have you. And one of the things that shocked me the most was that when I was in SS1, um, I don't know what grade we're going to call that by US standards. So when I was in SS1, I got to class one day, and somebody, I don't know if she's ever going to watch this video. Her name is Kolakede Pelumi. Oh my God, I remember her name. And she was just like, you are too fine. I'm like, what? What did you say? What? She was like, you. That was how she said it. You. People who know Pelumi would know that. There was like some clique in that class. Like, we know how they talk. I'm like, you are too fine. I'm like, I'm fine. She said, yeah, you're too fine. I mean, your dimples. I'm like, that was like the um that was like the era whereby I realized that I had dimple. It was that terrible. So I had to go, and I'm like, I have dimples. What is dimple? I had to, there was no I, I had a phone then, but I could not, go to Google. All those things was not really there then. So I shall went there to I shall found a way to browse cyber cafes, something something, to check what dimple means. And that was when I realized that I have dimples. And from that moment, I was like, okay, somebody realized that I'm actually fine. Because at that point, my parents had said stuff like, my dad, even up to now, my dad will say, my beautiful daughter, my clinical daughter. But me, I felt they were just saying it, Abby. They don't have choice. Not be you born child. Like, your parents don't have choice to say, they have that choice to say, my child is fine. She understand. I think there's no sane parent that will wake up and tell their words that you are ugly. Not be you make them. God is a giver of kids, but you have a role to play. Yes, they look like you, something like that. And so I felt maybe my parents were just saying that just to, you know, yeah, you are fine, you are my daughter, something like that. So hearing it from an outsider that didn't know my elder sister, It felt real and true. Sure, you understand? Along the line, I was just wondering that, okay, how come this thing didn't affect me? For me, and I thought, what I thought about was that, okay, so if I'm not fine, then I would use my talent, I would use my gift to make myself worth it out there. So if you see me, you might not see my beauty first, you will see the abilities in me first. And it sort of worked because as a child in high school, I was doing a lot debating. You see me there, quiz competition, you see me there in church, I am singing, I am everywhere. So people wanted to associate themselves with me, they wanted to know me. So I felt they were okay, well, they want to know me because of the gift that I have, not because I am fine. Sure, you understand? So along the line, I was wondering how this did even affect the relationship I have with my sister. My sister is my best friend. She knows everything, anything about me. So it was later I got to when I was leaving SS3, when men start asking you out and all of that, and people were just people that didn't know my sister were just like saying, "Ah, you're fine. Can you call? Can you call? Can you call?" Then the icing of the cake was university, and you're just like you're fine. Yeah, I'm like, okay, am I actually fine? And I'm just grateful for my experience because for some people that would have bettered some level of low esteem. But for me, it was the reverse. That was what gave me, you see, I need to adjust myself. It gave me that momentum to show anybody that you don't dare talk to me this way because you think I'm not fine. I am not fine, no. But but I get sense, I have correct head, I have gifts, I have abilities, I have this, blah blah blah. And I did not for once maybe like resent my sister for the fact that they were always comparing my sister for, but I think that for the most part, I think that all of that stopped um before we got to uni, because I now remember the part that now even vexed all of us, me and my sister were vexed combined, was when we we got to uni and we probably went home and people were like, Buki, my sister's name is Bukola. Like, Buki, kí ló dé tó ṣe rù báyìí? Interpretation, why you this slim? Look at Olamide, she has flesh. That was when I knew that you human beings, you have problem. I was like, at the point, there was even one word one older woman used for my sister. We used to laugh about it, right? But I can't remember right now. More like, what happened to you? What happened to your life? Why are you like this? Hey, the person said, show on sini. That you getting smaller by the day. And my older sister, she felt so bad. She was like, what is this? Kiriko, kiriko. So I just realized that people will always have opinion at every junction at every point of your life. But me, I'm grateful for how I turned out, because right now, if you want to ask me, do you think Olamide, are you fine? This I will not brag, because if I can go back and meet those people that were saying all those nonsense, I don't know. And some people will think like it's like some sort of gist when you are talking to somebody that you're not even fine, your younger sister is fine. I don't be doing that, because you don't know what that person is struggling with. You don't know if the person is actually looking for an affirmation somewhere. Sure, you understand? And like for parents, like I said, most of these things were done in school or where my parents were not there, and me, I never reported them, because I've just been that girl from childhood that I don't know. Right? She understand. Like they used to call me Iron Lady then, as young as I was. She understand. But it did not really affect me, even though I accepted that opinion and got sort of corrected that. Like I said, from that experience I got in SS1, I was like, wait, why do I think I'm not fine? Because some people are comparing my beauty with that of my sister. And some people will now see me, some people will see me and say, oh, you're finer than your sister. I'm like, don't even start, like just stop there, don't even start. Or you say so it's not even about them saying, oh, my sister is finer than I am, or me, or Olamide is finer, like, to stop, please, just stop that nonsense. You understand? So don't compare people's children. Like some kids, the older one is not as sharp as the younger one. You are there, the parents, they don't have issues, but it's you that you are pointing it out in their children, that, or even people that are like twins, and you're like, ah, no, 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 it's like the Taiwo is not really smart. The kind they stop. Like, stop. It does not make sense. Don't be found doing that, because you don't know what you are. Some people will just sow that seed of discord between siblings. And that was what happened to Saul and David. I mean, in scriptures, you will see that Saul was genuinely happy for David when he won the battle, because, I mean, he saved their heads and all of that. But when the people started singing, Saul killed maybe 1,000, David killed 10,000. Who asked you? And that comparison birthed, I mean, it was, we know the story, or if you don't know the story, you can read up. I'll put where the story is in this video. I mean, it just bettered unnecessary discord until their point of death. Unnecessary comparison. Even in church, some people will be like, Sister Kehinde can sing better than Who asked you? Everybody has their own uniqueness. Just accept. Keep just do like this. Hey, whoever by me, just do like this. If you must talk, just do like this, so that you can control your lips, control your tongue, and what have you. Like, stop it. Mate, stop. Stop it. Stop comparing people. I mean, don't just birth on it unnecessary. Somebody is not even thinking. You just plant that seed in their heart, and they'll not be there. Is she better than me? Is he better than Kiniko? And you too. If you are in that position where people are always comparing you with other persons, just leave them. And that's, you see that even in the world, you see when fans begin to compare. So the people you are comparing, they are not fighting, but it's you want to be. No, don't be that agent of discord everywhere. I want to talk more, but right now, do you think Olamide is beautiful? Judge for yourself. Anywho, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this is not too long. All right, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Olamide's Thoughts. If you have, I would love to read your comment, honestly, on this subject, please. Thank you so much. Bye.